Hello, my beautiful people. I hope we are all doing great today. I welcome us back once again to Witness Fashion TV. My name is Chinwe. In today's tutorial, we are going to be learning how to make this beautiful and simple hair piece and how you can style it. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, comment and share with your friends. And if today is your first time of joining us on this channel, please don't forget to hit the subscription button and also turn on the notification bell so that you get notified once I upload new videos. And to returning subscribers, thank you so much for always staying with us. So I'm going to be taking us step by step on how we are going to achieve this simple but beautiful and elegant hair piece and how you can style it and rock it to church, rock it to that your fellowship and rock it to that event. So let's just go straight into the tutorial. So all you need to make this beautiful hair tie is 1 yard of akara. So that's what I have here and other materials I need. So to start, first of all, I'll be cutting 12 inches. 12 inches by 45. That's the full length that we have in akara. Akara is usually 45 inches, 45 to 46 inches by length. So I'll be cutting 12 inches by width and then the whole full length of the akara. So I'll mark the 12 inches, align them and I'll cut it out. Then I'll be cutting 2 pieces because I need 2 pieces for this hair tie. So once I'm done, I'll cut another piece. That piece will be 5 inches by 8 inches length. 5 inches width, 8 inches length. So that's what I'm drawing out here. So I'll add just ½ inch on this other part for joining it. So that's what I'm marking out here. So invariably I have 5 inches width and 8.5 inches length. So I'll connect these lines now together and I'm going to cut it out. So once I cut this one out, I'll place it on the fabric again and use it and cut another one because I need 2 pieces as well of these smaller pieces in order to make this my hair tie. So I'm cutting now. So just follow, it's very simple to make. So I'll lay it on the fabric and I'll cut the second piece. So here I'm done cutting the piece, all the 4 pieces that I need, 2 long pieces and the other small piece. So this one that is the full length of akara that I cut, I'm going to be joining them together, right side facing each other like this, and then I'm going to be sewing it down. Remember I joined it on the 12 inches, not the other long on this part. That's where I'm joining it. So I'll shift it aside. I'll also take the small piece, 8 by 5. So I've done the 2 right sides together as well, and I'm going to be joining this particular one on this 8 inches length, not on this width but on the length. So I'll join these 2 pieces together and come and show us the next thing. So here, this is the smaller piece. I've joined it together in this middle and this is what I have. So I'll close it back again and then I'll take my armhole curve. I'm going to be drawing a shape because it's not a 4-corner piece that I want. So I want it to have something like that will look like the shape of a human being or thereabouts, something like that. So I'll use my armhole and draw out this shape that I'm drawing now, following the curve that is in the armhole. So after drawing it, you have something like this. So I'll follow this shape now and cut it out. So I'm done cutting. The next thing I'm going to be doing is on this other part, this part that is straight, I'm going to be folding it in ½ inch casing for elastic. So we are going to be inserting elastic band on that part. So I'm cutting just 5-inch elastic band and I'm going to be attaching it once I done creating the casing on that part. I'll do it and come and show us. So this is what that place looks like after I've just created my casing and added my elastic band. So the next thing, I'll bring in the other long piece. Then I'll get the middle where I join the two pieces together. I'll get the middle. Then I'm going to get the middle too on this other piece, on the side that is curved, not on the side where the elastic is. So I'm going to match the two middle together. This one is wrong side of the one that is shaped and the right side of the longer piece that is straight. So I'll match them in the middle like this, and then I'm going to be sewing it down following the shape that we have on the smaller piece. I'll sew it and get to where the smaller piece ends, and I'm going to stop there. The same thing I'm going to do on the other side. So let me just take it to the sewing machine and show you guys what I mean. So it is me on my sewing machine. So I'm going to be joining the two middle part like I said. The right side of the long akara, I'll match it with the wrong side of the smaller piece that is curved. I'll match them in the middle like this. I'm going to pin it down first of all so that it doesn't shift. So I'll grab my pin and then I'll pin it down. And then once I pin it down, I'll now put it on my sewing machine and then I'll start sewing. The cocoa here is to follow the shape that is in the smaller piece that is down, and making sure that the two edges of this two piece rhymes. That's the smaller piece that is down that has the curve, and the long akara. Make sure that they are equal on the edge, on this part. In that way, you're sure that you're following the shape that we have on the curved akara that is down. So I would continue sewing it like this until I get towards the end where the curved piece is, and that's where I'm going to stop this particular sewing. This is the first sewing. So just watch closely. It's very simple and very easy to understand. So all the measurements that I used in this particular head tie is not rigid. It's not a must that is this particular measurement you will use. I use them because my head is small and I don't want it to be too big, especially the one that will carry my head. So but you can decide to increase your own if you want that part to be fuller and bigger than my own. So you can increase all the measure, even the length of this one that I'm sewing. You can decide to increase your own. So it must not be as this my exact measurement that you use. So I'm done sewing this part, so I will equally go ahead and sew that part exactly the same way I sewed the first one, and I will end this particular sewing where that other smaller piece that is curved ends. So I'll finish it up and come and show us the next thing, how we are going to finish the sewing. So I'll end it here as well. So once I'm done, we have something like this. So I'll now turn the akara to the right side. That's the right side of that piece that has curve. It will be facing me. Then I'm going to be use the other akara, folding 1/2 inch on the edge and lay it on this right side like this. That's what I'm explaining. And then I'll start from that middle too. I will lay the middle to align with the middle of this one like this. So I'll use this one to cover the first stitch that we have there. In that way, we'll have a neat sewing at the end of the day. So I'll place it on my sewing machine like this. See how what I did? I use this one and cover it like this and fold in 1/2 inch on the edge so it can be neat. Then I'll lay it exactly on where that first sewing is, using this one to conceal that first sewing so that we'll have a very neat head tie finishing at the end of the day. So I'll place it on my machine like this, and then I'll give it a neat sewing. So I'll be sewing very close to the edge of this one that I folded on the akara. So your work here is to be opening up your first piece that you sewed before. Make sure that it's well opened and well stretched out. Then you lay this second akara on it, and then you continue to stitch down. So this is what I'll be doing. I'll be folding in 1/2 inch on the upper part, Then I'll be laying it on the down one like this neatly, and then I will be continue sewing. So this is what I will do until I get to where the first sewing ends. So when we get to this place where the first sewing ends, what I'm going to do is the Ankara that is down now, fold it in 1/2 inch two, then use this other one, lay it on it, and then I will continue sewing. I hope you understand what I mean. This is the Ankara that is down where we are first sewing stuff. I folded it in 1/2 inch like this, then I use this other one to lay on it. Then I'll continue my sewing. So I will sew it like this until I get to the end part, and then I will also show us how to fold that end part so that we'll have a neat finishing. So this is what I'll continue doing, continue sewing until I get to that end part. So guys, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. So we've gotten to that end part. I'll fold in the edge like this, 1/2 inch in. I hope you're seeing what I'm doing. Then the down part too, I'll fold in the edge as well, 1/2 inch in. Then I will lay the two together. I'll fold in the other remaining part of it, and then I will continue my sewing. So if you don't know any other way in which you can finish your own and you have a neat finishing, it's still okay. But this is the method I use. So when I get here too, I will finish the sewing. So I'm done with one side of this headtie. So exactly what I did on this side, that's what I'm going to be repeating on the other side. So exactly what I did on that first side, that's what I'll be repeating on this other side. So I will finish it up, and then I'll come and show us how to tie our headtie. So this is what our headtie looks like after sewing. Wow, so beautiful. So this is it. So you lay it, I'll show us how you lay it on your head like this. So can you see that elastic part? Can you see that elastic part? The essence of that is to help to gather that headtie, and it will be firm on your head. So you place it exactly the way I'm placing it, and then you tie it in the front. When you tie it in the front, you now start creating a knot, what we call something like a twisting. I think that's what we call it in hairstyling. So you start creating a twist like this. So once you're done creating this twist like this, you're now going to start to wrap it like this. You hold this part, and then you start to wrap it like this. So like I said, this length you can actually increase your own if you want your wrap that will be in the front at the end of the day to be bigger than this my own. So when you wrap it, you're now tucking what is left under like this, and tanana, our headtie is ready. Isn't this headtie so lovely? Isn't it so wonderful? So guys, we've come to the end of today's tutorial. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, comment, and share with your friends. And if you're yet to subscribe to my channel, please go ahead and hit the subscription button. Till I see you once again in my next video, do take care of yourself. I love you all. Bye bye.